Hi, I'm David Conolly, and this is our money special. So take out your tissues because do we have some money shots for you. In your face! Today, expert inside trader Werner Buffon, our suspiciously foreign correspondent, real-life billionaire, team owner Pat Mooney. Welcome to HINDSIGHT News. Well, a lot of the news in the last year or so has been about the financial crisis. But when it comes to money talk, I'm as confused as a hungry baby in a topless bar. So we brought in the Gandalf of Wall Street, Werner Buffon. Werner, thanks for coming in. Did you find somewhere to park the private jet?
Yes, thank you.
My garden! My kitty!
Well, look, I find, and I think many people do, the financial markets utterly baffling.
That is because you are financially retarded.
Challenged.
Yes.
Can I ask you, Werner, how did you make your first $1 billion?
Well, I didn't really. My grandfather did.
Oh, I presume he was a penniless immigrant who pulled himself up by his bootstraps by sheer hard work and gumption.
No. He was an inventor.
What did he invent?
The Ponzi scheme.
Then, can I ask, how are you deemed to be this great financial expert?
I still have half my grandfather's money.
Half?
Dave, people don't realize. During recession, nobody loses as much as the rich.
More than the poor?
Well, you name me a teacher or a nurse that lost $500 million.
Yeah, but you still have $500 million.
A little more than that, Dave.
Really?
When the recession happened, I invested quickly in big old American banks, and they came back after the bailout.
I suppose that was a gamble.
No, I negotiated that bailout.
Do you feel you have any common ground with the bottom 99% of the country?
I agree with them, 100%. The rich should not be taxed.
Thanks, Werner. Well, what a fascinating insight into the brain of a capitalist countryman. Let's go to the weather, shall we, with Gusty? What's the weather like in Hollywood, Gusty?
It's drinking weather!
Thank you, Gusty. Well, now to our foreign correspondent, Wolfgang Gruber. Wolfgang, how is life outside of America?
Awful, David. They have democracy here.
They do actually have democracy here in America, Wolfgang.
Yeah, right.
So, in financial matters, what do you have for us today, Wolfgang?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm in love. Please meet my new wife, Ivanka.
Irina.
I think this time it's for real, David.
Well, congratulations, I guess. But Wolfgang, what has this got to do with the financial crisis?
I'm in a financial crisis. It costs me a fortune to have a ship from Poland.
Russia.
You're saying that Irina is an investment?
Yeah, very good investment with low interest. She's not interested at all.
I used to be doctor in Russia.
Silence!
Du Arschloch!
She was subprime anyway, but I did like her inflated assets. David?
What could possibly be more offensive than that last segment?
I'm here today with NFL slave owner Pat Mooney.
I'm not a slave owner.
You aren't the owner of the Pittsburgh Steelers?
No, well, yes, I am, but
89 of which are of African origin?
look, that's not how we select our players.
I'm sure you do assess their health and strength
Well, of course we do.
when you're deciding to buy, sell, or trade them.
Wait a second.
They slave away for you in the hot fields under grueling conditions, carrying heavy equipment.
They are not slaves.
Their morale boosted by the crowd singing ancient Negro spirituals like Who Let the Dogs Out.
They are paid athletes, and I consider every one of those men my equal.
So they make as much as you.
Well, no, not exactly. I have stock options and...
Then you expect to be dead by the age of 45 from chronic brain trauma?
No, of course not.
Let me ask you, when you go on a road trip, where do the black men sit on the bus?
Anywhere they'd like, of course.
And why do their cotton jerseys have numbers on the back?
To tell them apart on the field, you idiot.
Because all black men look the same to you? And why are they called the Steelers? Are you saying that black people steal?
You're an asshat. Look, 80% of my men are people of color.
And 100% of the owners are white. Thank you for being such an inspiration to the Tea Party. David?
I think that's it from sports.
Not quite. After 2 years in the dark, President Barack Obama has pulled into the lead in the Nighttime Terrorist Execution Championships.
Wow. Well, that's it from Hindsight News, and if we've learned anything from this episode, and that's a big if, it's that being rich is expensive. So let's tune in next week when this week's news will be history.
Stay tuned for The Real Housewives of Osama.